All time here again. You can catch it all on WGN. So stamp your feet and clap your hands. The Chicago Cubs got the greatest band. We're singing now, go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Oh, well, hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
The Chicago Cubs are on the air, and tonight could be the night we've all been waiting for in the 1984 season as the Cubs visit the Pirates at Three Rivers Stadium. Conference going on at home plate. Jason Thompson out there representing Chuck Tanner. John Vukovic has the lineup card for Jim Fry with an umpiring crew of Wire, Rennert, Montague, and Gray. The starting pitchers are warming up. Rick Sutcliffe, who's been so devastating, trying to fold it down for the Cubs, and Larry McWilliams, a left-hander, will pitch for the Pirates. Hello again, everybody. This is Milo Hamilton, along with Lou Boudreau and Vince Lloyd, getting set with Cubs radio from Pittsburgh, opening game of a 3-game series. Let's hope this is the game that means it all, and tonight, the Cubs can bolt it down with a victory. We'll be taking a look at the starting lineups. Right after I remind you this game is going to be brought to you by G. Heilemann Brewing Company, makers of old-style beer, pure brewed in God's country, slowly and naturally. By Tallman Home Federal, a legacy of care, a future of commitment. By True Value Hardware Stores. The more you've got to do, the more you need True Value Hardware Stores, because they've got what it takes. By Chevrolet, with the technology, the performance, the style, the innovation, the quality, and the value that make up today's Chevrolet. And by Marathon and your local Marathon dealers and distributors. Marathon. Best in the long run. Pirates have taken the field. Start with a lineup for the Cubs. See how far we can get with it here before they ask the crowd to stand. Bob Denier will lead off. We're not going to get anywhere with it because the crowd is being asked to stand now. And from Three Rivers in Pittsburgh, for the first place Cubs are playing the cellar-dwelling Pirates, here is our national anthem. Pittsburgh. We'll be back to take a look at the lineups right after these messages.
This is today's Chevrolet. On your way in the groove. Now's the time. Make your move. It's waiting for you. Take your seat at the wheel. Hit the road and you feel the power flowing through. You're today's Chevy. Be today's Chevy. Live today's Chevy. Feel today's Chevy.
A variety of loans, including auto, personal, and home improvement loans, are available now at Tallman Home Federal Savings. And Tallman's consumer loan interest rates are structured lower than those of most other lenders. Tallman Home is an equal opportunity lender. So if you're in need of a loan for any purpose, a Tallman Home financial counselor will be happy to help you at any of Tallman's 55 locations throughout the Chicago area and central Illinois. Enjoy the game now with Tallman. All right, let's take a look at the lineups as Larry McWilliams warms it up for the Cubs. Leading it off and playing center, Bob Dernier. Ryne Sandberg is the second baseman, batting second. Gary Matthews in left, hitting third. Keith Moreland bats cleanup against the lefty, plays right field. Ron Cey at third, hitting fifth. The sixth hitter is the third baseman, Ron Cey. Batting sixth and catching, Jody Davis. Batting seventh and playing first base, Leon Durham. Larry Boa, captain of the Cubs, at short, batting eighth, and on the mound, Rick Sutcliffe. So up at the top for Jim Fry's Cubs, Bob Dernier center, Ryne Sandberg second, Gary Matthews left. The middle three shows Keith Moreland right, Ron Cey third, Jody Davis catching. The bottom third has Leon Durham first, Larry Boa short, Rick Sutcliffe on the mound. We'll give you the batting order for the Pirates when they come to bat. The Pirates on the field look like this. McWilliams on the mound with a record of 11 and 10. Pena will do the catching. The infield has Jason Thompson at first, Johnny Ray at second. Ron Wotus is their shortstop tonight. Jim Morrison at third. Into the Pirate outfield, Joe Orsulak in center, flanked by Doug Frobel in right and Lee Lacy in left. And we're ready for the first pitch. Bob Dernier, the batter. He'll be followed by Sandberg. First pitch swung on. Bouncer short. Wotus charges, picks it, fires, got him by a couple of steps.
Let me tell you, that kid charged that ball and made a play like a veteran, didn't he?
Oh, he came right in and took a hop out of it with the fast man Dernier running. So it's one pitch, one up and one away, and brings up Ryne Sandberg, hitting .313, 19 homers, 81 runs batted in. Rhino comes in with a 6-game hitting streak. And he has really hit the Pirates to a very well. He's hitting .407 against them. Here's the pitch to Sandberg. Swinging. Line drive. That will be a hit down the left side. He could go for two. He'll turn. He'll dig. He will stand with a double. 7-game hitting streak for Sandberg. His 33rd double of the year. That's what I want to see. Not only win this game tonight, but see him get 2 or 3 hits so that he doesn't have to go into the weekend fighting to get those 200 hits for the season. That puts him at 194.
McWilliams gave him a good pitch to hit, Milo, right about the belt over the plate. We've had 2 pitches, 1 out, and 1 double.
Well, McWilliams can be glad that ball didn't go out of here.
Yeah.
Here is the Sarge, Gary Matthews, who really put on a show in St. Louis yesterday. Now leads the league in game-winning hits with 18. Keith Hernandez of the Mets second with 17. Sarge had both winning RBIs yesterday. Here's the pitch. High a ball. He's batting .291, 14 homers, 81 runs batted in. Matthews has 2 of his 14 homers against the Pirates, and he has just asked Lee Wire, the crew chief and plate umpire, to look at the ball. He does, keeps it in the game. The rest of the crew tonight, Dutch Rennert at first, Ed Montague at second. Eric Grigg will call them at third. Sandberg at second, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a foul way up to the right side out of play. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second base. Matthews waiting. The stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Off-speed breaking pitch. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Left-hander Larry McWilliams with a fastball that he'll ride, sail, and turn over. Good slider and a forkball. Line drive hit, left center. Run will score. Rhino's coming home. Matthews took a big turn at first, then comes back. RBI single for the Sarge, and the Cubs get on the board in their quest to wrap up a division title and do it with a win here tonight.
Sarge continues to be a champion, doesn't he? He's been really red hot in the last 2 weeks with that bat, and especially in the St. Louis series yesterday, and it's carried over to the first inning here today.
So with a run in and a runner at first, it brings up Keith Moreland.
He has really been aggressive, and he's swinging that bat with a lot of authority.
Now, normally with a 1-run lead, we may see a hit and run here.
Into the dirt, blocked by Pena. He doesn't quite know where it is. It's in front of him. Now he finds it. Moreland hitting .279, 16 homers, and 80 runs batted in. Moreland has 2 of his 16 homers against the Pirates. McWilliams against the Cubs this year is 1-2. He's 5-4 with the Cubs' lifetime. A left-hander with good stuff and a deceptive motion. And the Cub fans are here in abundance. They outnumber the Pirate fans, that's for sure. Tailing fastball over the outside corner.
Well, if Jim Pry is thinking of hitting the running, he may do it right on this pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike. Jason Thompson holding against Matthews at first. A double by Sandberg, RBI single by Matthews. 1-0. Cubs were in the first. Moreland waiting now for left-hander Larry McWilliams to get comfortable. He's got an odd way to stretch. Throw to first will not be close. Sarge is only about a half a step away. Well, somebody must anticipate this being the night. Stan Cook, Andy McKenna, John Madigan are here. Throw to first, not in time. Sam Well has homered for the Philadelphia Phillies to start that game at New York off Terrell. So the Phillies are in front at New York as the Cubs go in front here at Pittsburgh. Here's the pitch. Way outside. Fastball tailing away. Like most lefties, he can't throw the ball straight. 2 balls and a strike. Moreland, the batter, say will be next. Matthews takes his lead. He doesn't. Now he gets out to the edge of the carpet. That's his biggest lead. Down low a ball. Pena up looking to throw, but there was no movement.
Milo, I know among those listening tonight, gang out at O'Hare Airport, when I was there this afternoon at the O'Hare Shoe Shine Place and Shoe Repair Shop, Rudy Smith, Tony Eaton, Bob and Earl, all rooting like all Cub fans for a win here tonight.
There's a strike called over the outside corner to Moreland. So the count goes full. And let's see how Jim Pry plays it here. He's got Matthews at first, full count on Moreland, 1 out. The look to first, runner going, swinging, fly ball playable, out in shallow left center. And the ball is going to be caught on the run by the center fielder, Arcelak. There was almost a 3-player pileup.
Yes, the shortstop quit on the ball. Consequently, it looked like it might be a Texas leaguer, too, for the Cubs.
Well, at the last second, you thought maybe that ball was going to drop one of those you take it, I got it, and we'll all 3 watch it drop plays. Arcelak came a long way and ended up getting it, tumbling to the turf, but hangs on to the ball. Here is Ron Cey. Ron Cey with a 6-game hitting streak. Penguin batting .239, 25 homers, and 96 runs batted in. 2 of his home runs against this club. Here's the pitch to him. Tight on the letters, a ball, and it's 1-0. Ron with his 6-game hitting streak and has brought that batting average up to .239. That's a pretty good jump when you were down around .212, and hard to do with all these at-bats the last month of the season. Here's the pitch. Strike call, breaking pitch. There's that good slider, and it's 1-1. McWilliams likes to throw that good slider to right-hand hitters, and it's almost a ball. It's on the black. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swinging, smash. That could be up the middle, and it is a base hit. Matthews with a play in front of him knows second base is as far as he can get. So Cey now with a 7-game hitting streak, and it brings up Jody Davis. You don't think there aren't a lot of Cub fans here? Listen to the Jody cry right now. Jody Davis hitting .259, 19 homers, 91 runs batted in. Jody has a 5-game hitting streak. 1 of his homers against the Pirates. 2 on, 2 out, a run in. Cubs lead 1-0, top of the first inning. Pitch to Jody, low inside a ball.
That long streamer down the right field side, I think, capsulizes the sentiments of all Cub fans. 39 years of suffering are enough.
Don't even have to underline it. Here's the pitch. Low again. 2 balls and no strikes.
McWilliams does not have his control, which he had at Wrigley Field in the last outing against the Cubs, plus the fact that I've seen a lot more curveballs thrown by him tonight.
2 balls, no strikes. Matthews at second, Cey at first. Now he looks back. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a foul way back up to the right out of play. Well, the Pirates can be glad of one thing as they start this series. If it wasn't the Cubs in town where they are, they'd have about 2,000 people here tonight.
Yep.
Cub fans drove all night to get here. A lot of them flew in. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul. There was that slider crowding him, and he fouled it down the left side, and it's 2-2. 2 on, 2 out.
There were about 20 Cub fans on the flight that I was coming in on today, and one young man said he'd gone to the office prepared to do a day's work, and he said he changed his mind. He just couldn't stand it any longer. Came over, didn't even bring a toothbrush.
Here's the 2-2. Strike called on the inside corner right in the belt buckle. Jody Davis giving Lee Wire some static on that call. Cubs have to settle for a run on 3 hits. They leave a couple. So after a half an inning, the Cubs are out in front. 1 run, 3 hits. And the Pirates are just now coming into bat.
Something special in the air. There's something special in the air. A special way to fly.
Whether you're flying on business or for pleasure, you can count on American Airlines and the American Express card to make your trip special. American Airlines offers you low fares on every flight throughout the continental U.S. to Canada, Mexico, Hawaii, the Caribbean, and London. And the American Express card makes traveling easy. Use the card to pay for your American Airlines tickets. Plus, you'll find the card welcomed in hotels, fine restaurants, and for car rentals almost everywhere you go. The American Express card and American Airlines. Together, we can make your next trip something special.
We're American Airlines, something special in the air.
Now, American has some special low fares. Fly to Providence, Albany, or Rochester for as little as $85 each day. Some restrictions apply, so call American Airlines on your travel agent for details.
Whatever you do, make it worthwhile. And when you do it, you gotta do it with style. That great old style. It's the water and the brewing. I wouldn't change a thing we're doing, 'cause when we brew it, we do it with style, that great old style.
Old style beer. G. Harlan Brewing Company, La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Don't miss WGN Sports Central during the week at 6:30. Cub highlights, and after the Saturday games, hear the Dallas Screen Show.
Rick Sutcliffe gets in the warm-up, tosses the Pirate batting order. Joe Ursulik in center leads it off. Lee Lacy in left, batting second. 3-hitter, second baseman Johnny Ray, who was just named the National League Player of the Week. Jason Thompson, first base, batting cleanup. 5-hitter, Tony Pena, the catcher. Jim Morrison at third, hitting 6th. Doug Frobel in right, batting 7th. Ron Wotus is the shortstop, batting 8th. And Larry McWilliams is the pitcher. Cubs on the field, Sutcliffe and Davis the battery. Infield first to third, Durham, Sandberg, Boa, and Say. Outfield left to right, Matthews, Denier, and Moreland. And the first pitch to Ursulak is up high, a ball. Joe Ursulak with a 6-game hitting streak. We've only seen him bat 3 times. He's 1 for 3. He's an opposite field hitter. He's batting .220, no homers, 1 ribby. Big swing. He had a level cut.
And that was one of Sutcliffe's better fastballs also. If he's got location, he's got the stuff. The location is very important for Sutcliffe.
Going for his 16th win as a Cub, his 20th win overall for the year. Here's the 1-1 to Ursulak. Swinging a bouncer third. Say right there. Plenty of time. Fires across. Got him by 3 steps, and it's 1 away. Even when they get him out, he goes to the opposite side.
He's a left field hitter.
Lee Lacy, the left fielder, who really beat a drum on the Cubs last week at Wrigley Field. He's a .375 hitter against Cubs pitching for the year. Against the league, well, he's right up among the top now at .321. 12 homers, 70 runs batted in. And remember, he hasn't played regularly all year, because they did a lot of switching around with their outfielders the first half. There's a strike over the outside corner at the knees. Lacy has hit safely in 22 of his last 25 games. Sutcliffe has the sign. Right-hander ready. Comes right over the top with a breaking ball. Fouls it back underneath the press box. And it's strike 2 to Lacy. Johnny Ray due up next. Lee Wire calling the balls and strikes. Ed Montague, his umpiring partner and magic partner. They do a magic act. is at first. Dutch Rennert is at second, and the third base umpire is Eric Gregg. No balls, 2 strikes. Sutcliffe nods agreement to the sign, and he's ready. The 0-2 pitch. Strike call. Fastball over the outside corner to Leonard. He pops some leather with that one.
Yes, he did. Nipped the corner. Lacey thought the ball was outside.
2 up, 2 down for Sutcliffe. The Cubs are in front, 1-0. Brings up Johnny Ray, the second baseman. Ray comes in with a 12-game hitting streak. He had 4 straight games where he drove in the winning run. Ask the Cubs. He did it twice and drove in the deciding run in the other one. There's a strike called over the outside corner. He's batting .313, 6 homers, and 63 runs batted in. Hit safely in 18 of his last 19, so he's been on a consistent tear. Check swing foul out of play down the left side. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on and 2 away. Any Pirate fan that wants a souvenir here tonight's going to be outnumbered. Left-hand batter waiting. Here's the pitch. Just a bit low inside, and it's 1-2. Here again tomorrow night and Wednesday night. Thursday's an open date. Then the big fan appreciation weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Gifts galore, and there are some great prizes for the weekend. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sutcliffe shook off Davis twice. Now nods agreement. Towering right-hander kicks and fires. Swing, bouncer, right side. Sandberg to his left. Up with it, throws, got him. 3 up, 3 down. Sandberg going quickly to his left. Throws out Ray. Sutcliffe with a 1-2-3 first. We have played an inning, and the Cubs are in front 1-0.
Hello again, everybody. This is Harry Carey. The best time to develop a good snow removal plan is before the first snowfall of the season. True Value Hardware Store suggests you invest in one of their powerful snow throwers now so you'll be ready for winter weather. Their Snow Chief gas-powered snow thrower features a dependable 3-horsepower engine with separate choke and primer for fast, easy starts. Its 22-inch auger will move snow quickly through the adjustable top chute to clear the driveway and sidewalk. And because this Snow Chief snow thrower from True Value Hardware Stores is so lightweight, you can lift it by the handle to clear the porch and patio. Get the Snow Chief 3-horsepower snow thrower for only $299.95 at participating True Value Hardware stores.
We got what it takes, True Value.
All across America, drivers have been saving money on their auto insurance with Allstate Shape Up and Save rates and discounts. It's a great way.
Allstate update. New lower auto rates. Allstate has just announced new lower auto insurance rates for this area, and that could mean even more savings for you. Come into Allstate and compare.
You might drive away with a better deal.
Shape up and save.
Visit an Allstate agent today.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Reduced rates are currently available in many areas of Illinois.
Remember when Salerno cookies were a treat for when you were good? Kids and adults love Salerno cookies. They're baked right here in the Midwest with the finest ingredients. Salerno.
We go to the second. Milo Hamilton with Lou Boudreau and Vince Lloyd. Cubs radio from Pittsburgh. Leon Durham, the batter, against the left-hander McWilliams. Breaking pitch missing, ball 1. Well, I think there's a little heat going on in that American League West. Ask Johnny McNamara. Good kid.
Yes, he was ejected from the ball game in the 3rd inning. The score now at the end of 7.5. Kansas City 3, California 0. That's the first of a doubleheader in Kansas City.
And there was another doubleheader, and I guess Baltimore came out on top of the Yankees in that one. Breaking pitch down and away, 2-0.
8-1. First game, Baltimore over the Yankees. Bodecker winning his 19th game of the season. Guidry, his 10th loss.
Strike called over the outside corner. Durham batting .281, 22 homers. Swinging foul out of play up here to the left. Bull has 95 runs batted in. Second only to Say on the club. Has 2 homers against the Pirates. Two balls, 2 strikes. And as the left-hander was ready to work, Durham turned to Wire, says, give me some time out. Lee Wire obliged. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Durham leading it off in the second inning. Cubs in front 1-0. Matthews drove in Sandberg in the opening inning for the 1-0 lead. A let up high inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Durham against the lefties lately has been batting down in the 7th spot. That's where he is tonight. On deck, Boa. Swinging in a high foul out of play. Way down the left side. Almost down to the bullpen area. And it's still 3-2. The home run that Samwell got for the Phillies is the only run they got. So with the Mets batting in the first, the Phillies lead them 1-0. It's Denny and Terrell in that game. Swinging in a high pop down the right side. Shortstop going over. Wotus has an angle. He couldn't hang on. The young shortstop, Ron Wotus, got down there, got to it, hit his glove, but not in the pocket.
He really didn't get under it. He could have gotten under that ball. He had plenty of room. He was still on the artificial turf when he reached out to make a one-handed catch.
So, the Bull's going to get a swing on the house here. Let's see if he can make the most of it.
Wotus proved one thing. He does not have a good boarding house reach.
Oh, they've given it. Oh, that is a tough error.
He had to go a long ways for that ball. And the official scorer thinks that he should have caught it.
High fly ball, center, coming on Ursulak, a little toward left center, makes a play, and it's 1 down. That'll bring up Boa. Boa with a 4-game hitting streak. Batting .220, no homers, 17 runs batted in. Batting right-handed against the left-hander, Larry McWilliams. First pitch strike called over the outside corner. Sutcliffe due up next. Left-hander working quickly, high and away a ball. He got a herky-jerky motion. Stands peculiarly on the mound. He doesn't put both feet on the rubber. Here's the pitch. A strike call. Breaking pitch inside corner under the letters. 1-2. Boa stepping out on him a moment because he thought he was working too quickly. Swing and a foul rolls back to the right side. Still 1-2 to Boa. Batting 8th in the order. Joining us a few minutes late for one reason or another. After 1 out in the first inning, Sandberg doubled into the left field corner. Matthews got him home with a base hit. Just a bit inside to make it 2-2. Well, McWilliams is not very far out of that strike zone at all. Likes to move the ball in and out. Here's the pitch. Swinging, bouncer, third. Morrison way back at third. Fast man running. It'll be safe. He threw the ball into the stands, and Boa will get an extra 90 feet.
I think that would have been a base hit. The way Boa was hustling down that line, he could give him a hit in the air.
All right, we'll wait and see what the scorer comes up with there. It was a tough play for Morrison. He was way back at the bag. Now here is Sutcliffe. In his games against the Pirates with his bat, he's 1 for 4. Base hit and an E5. So that gives Boa a 5-game hitting streak. Cubs now have out-hit the Pirates 4-0, leading the score 1-0. The pitch to Sutcliffe, a ball. We owe you a break, and we'll get one in just as soon as we can here at the top of the hour. Boa, second base. Infield hit and a throwing error on Morrison put him at second. There's 1 down. Sutcliffe waiting. McWilliams stretches and delivers. Strike called under the letters on the inside corner. Let's break it right here as Pena goes out to talk to McWilliams. You're listening to the Cubs and the Pirates on the WGN Chicago Cubs Baseball Network.
And this is WGN Radio Chicago, where you can learn everything about the Chicago Cubs.
All right, Pena's had his chat. Coming back now to give the sign as Larry McWilliams has fallen behind 1-0, working in the second inning. A ball and a strike. Boa with his lead. Sign given. Left-hander stretches. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a smash on the ground. Off the glove of Ray into center. Here comes Boa. Cubs lead 2-0.
Ray tried to knock that ball down backhanded, but it was hit a little too sharply for him. He didn't think the ball was hit that hard.
but got on that carpet and really picked up some speed. He just got a fingertip on it. That glanced it on into center. It goes as a hit and a run batted in. 6 RBIs for Sutcliffe. He helps you with anything he does.
Yes, indeed. Since the All-Star break, he's been swinging that bat quite well.
2-0. So the Cubs trying to take that magic number down to 0 as they wait for Sutcliffe to get on the warm-up jacket. Helps himself with an RBI single. So your 8 and 9 hitters have helped the cause, and here is Bob Denier. Inside a ball, and it's 1-0. Cubs and the Pirates, great old rivals here. They have turned it around in the last few years. Bouncer short, could be 2, flip 1, fire to first, out, a double play. The Pirates get their 139th double play of the year. Lotus to Ray to Thompson, 643 double play. But the Cubs get a run on 2 hits. There were 2 errors. 1 figured in the scoring. It's an unearned run, but the Cubs won't think a thing about it if it holds up to get them a division title. 1, nobody left. We played into the middle of the second, 2-0 Chicago.
WGN Radio is your station for sports all year long. We're the official home of the Chicago Cubs, the DePaul Blue Demons, and Notre Dame's Fighting Irish basketball. Catch all the action all the time right here on WGN, including the playoffs. We go to the bottom of the second, and the Cubs have to keep on scoring, folks, because the Mets just hit the Phillies and Denny with a 4 spot in the first, and after an inning, the Mets lead Philadelphia 4-1. Wow. Here in Three Rivers, the Pirates lead trail 2-0 as they come to bat, and Jason Thompson, who in the middle 2 series really hurt the Cubs. He went on a home run binge for a while. 5 of his home runs are against the Cubs. Sutcliffe now will be facing him, and then it'll be Pena followed by Morrison. Jason Thompson, .310 hitter against Cubs pitching, and a strike called over the outside corner. Well, that's the location he has when he is sharp. He burn off that corner on you. Excuse me, Bono, there can't be any scoreboard watching here but the Cubs in the dugout because this is the modern stadium where they don't show the scores.
Right. Bouncer back behind second. Ball there. Fires, and he got him. I think that ball was slowed down, hitting the mound a little bit.
Yes, it was. The ball was playing him perfectly, playing him in the middle of the diamond, protecting that particular spot. He was there easily.
Here's Tony Pena. Pena batting .287, 15 homers, 78 runs batted in. And hitting, as he usually does, very well against the Cubs. He's hitting .370 against Chicago this year. So Sutcliffe has retired the first 4 Pirates to face him. He's out on the hill leading 2-0. Cubs got a run in the first and a run in the second. And the pitch. Low outside with a breaking ball. Here's the 1-0 to Pena. Swinging a foul. Look out! The bat hit the top of the dugout, or that would have been in somebody's lap or worse. Well, I tell you, those folks sitting in the front row can be glad it hit the top of that dugout. Because it wasn't just looping over there. It was sailing in there hard. Might have broken it because Pena's looking for a new bat.
That's a dangerous weapon when it goes in like that.
They've gone to the 9th in the Kansas City game, first game against the Angels.
Yes, and Kansas City picked up another run in the 8th. They are now leading California 4-0 at the end of 8 innings of play in their first game of tonight's scheduled doubleheader.
All right, waiting for Pena to get that new bat. Remember the weekend. Oh, what a list of gifts for the fan appreciation weekend at Wrigley Field.
Milo, we just got a final in. Kansas City defeated California 4-0 in the first game.
Well, that assures the Royals, who are contending for that Western Division championship, of at least a .500 season this year. That's their 81st win.
That's right. And here they are battling for a division title. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pena's ready again. So is Sutcliffe. Right-hander kicks and he brings it. Way low outside a ball, and it's 2-1. On deck, Jim Morrison, the third baseman. So the Mets are leading, the Cubs are leading. The Cubs win, it won't matter what the Mets do. Hit him on the fist, popped him, right side. Durham's play to make. Comes up in front of the bag, about 15 feet fair. Squeezes it 2 down. Pena popping to Durham. 2 away in the second. And it'll bring up Jim Morrison, the third baseman.
So far, at least, Philo, he's a far different-looking Sutcliffe against the Pirates tonight than he was in Wrigley Field last week.
He looks like he's pitching within himself and not trying to do it all, just letting it happen, pitching his natural game tonight.
He's more relaxed. He's not forcing his pitches.
All right, here is Morrison, and the pitch to him is a ball low outside. Morrison hitting .275, 9 homers, 2 of those against the Cubs. And he has 38 runs batted in. Good utility man, and of course, since Madlock went down for the balance of the season, he's been filling in every day at third. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball down and away again, and it's 2-0. Like they went to school on the way Morrison hit them at Wrigley Field. They're not giving him a fastball anywhere in that strike zone or on the inner half, and he's opened up with 2 breaking balls down and away to him. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a high foul, bending down the right side. And it'll be back into the seats out of play. Durham went way down, but no chance to get it. And it's 2-1 to Morrison. Doug Frobel due up next. Yes, in that big fan appreciation weekend, there'll be a truck given away each day. Round trip fares to any destination within the 50 states, 21 of them. TV sets, cameras, snow tires, certificates to Randy Hundley's Major League Baseball camps. You name it. Snow blowers, lawnmowers. A high fly ball, left field, will not carry. Matthews back, waiting, and about 10 feet short of the track, hauls it in, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the second inning in a row for Sutcliffe. We have played 2 innings, and the Cubs are on top, 2-0. We go to the third inning. Milo Hamilton with Lou Boudreau and Vince Lloyd on Cubs radio, bringing it to you. And Sandberg, who doubled in the first and scored, leads it off, and a breaking pitch outside from McWilliams, ball 1. Remember, after the game, if this is the night, we'll be in the clubhouse with interviews on the scoreboard. Swing and a smash, fair ball, down the left side. Could go for another double. It will be a 2-base hit for Sandberg. The left fielder had some trouble with it, and if he'd have had a little more, Rhino would have come to third. That would have been something. His 34th double of the year. And now he's taken a beat on 200 hits.
Boy, let me tell you, he's going after that Most Valuable Player award, keeping it really in his own grasp by ending a season just as beautifully as it started for him.
So Sandberg at second, and the Sarge with a chance to get another run home. To sound greedy, but I almost wish that ball would have rattled around a little more so Rhino could have gotten a triple. Then the only goal he would have to be the first ever for all those targets would be the 200 hits. High fastball, 1-0. Cubs have now out-hit the Pirates 6-0. Lead in the score 2-0. Matthews singled in a run in the first. Jim Wynn, a right-hander, throwing in the Pirate bullpen. Strike called. Split the plate in 2 above the knees. Jim Wynn, a big burly right-hander, loosening in the left field bullpen for Chuck Tanner and the Bucks. As the Cubs try to tattoo McWilliams here and get a lead that'll take them the division title before this night is over. A little tight on the letters of all. RBIs by Matthews in the first, Sutcliffe in the second. Matthews a chance to get another one here. Way outside. 3 balls and a strike. Three and 1. Sandberg has a big lead at second. McWilliams gets the sign, looks back. Here's the pitch. Strike called over the outside corner. 3-2. McWilliams has not walked anybody. He has struck out 1, but he's given up 6 hits. And he and the Pirates are trailing the division leading Cubs for the score of 2-0. Here's the pitch. Way low inside, he walked it.
This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. We can break this game wide open now with your 4th, 5th, and 6th hitters coming up.
So Matthews reaches the century mark in bases on balls with that one. As Larry McWilliams gives up his first pass of the night. 2 on, nobody out. Moreland the batter. first inning hit a high fly ball that almost dropped among the shortstop, left fielder, and center fielder before the center fielder, Orsuluk, came on to catch it.
Cubs asked for that baseball so they can present it to Matthews after the game.
All right. That may get lost in another celebration.
Williams was probably happy to get rid of that ball.
All right, Moreland waiting. Teammates first and second. Rhino second, the Sergeant first. Strike right down the middle with a fastball. On deck hitter is Say, then Jody Davis. You got some big lumber up here now to face the left-hander. They'll all be batting right-handed. A double and a walk, setting the table for Moreland. Here's the pitch. He bunts it up the third base side. Morrison throws and does not get it. Threw the ball away. Sandberg will score. The other runners will move to second and third. So Moreland threw a surprise party and got away with it.
What a beautiful bunt.
Yes.
He couldn't have turned around to sacrifice to lay down the ball any better than he did. Surprised Morrison entirely. And when he came in, he picked it up barehanded, had no vision at all as to where first base was and threw it past first base.
Yeah, Jason Thompson was helpless to knock it down. It was way past him. So a run is in. It's 3-0 Cubs.
That has to be a hit in the air also.
You would think so. The official score is still contemplating before he makes his announcement. I don't see how he could make it any other way.
Boy, he didn't tip that up until the last instant, did he?
It's a hit and an error. No RBI. Sandberg scoring as the ball was thrown away. Pitch to Say. Tight, a little chin music. The Pirates now have made 3 errors in this game. Morrison's second error of the night. Cubs now have 7 hits. Runners second and third, infield up all the way around, nobody out. That's a strike to the Penguins, and the count is even at 1-1. Three to nothing Cubs, trying to build on it right here. Ron Say had a base hit in the first inning. If he could get a hit here, he could put Sutcliffe on easy street. We're in the third inning. The pitch. Swinging. A drive. Foul down the left side. It'll end up in the bullpen area. Oh, he got around just a little too quickly. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck hitter, Jody Davis. Williams reads the sign, left-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
There was a good sinker. McWilliams looked like he was a little angry on the defensive plays of the Pirates, and he took charge himself.
Here's Jody Davis. Was called out on strikes the first time up. Jody can get a fly ball here. You can make it 4-0. A base hit can make it 5-0. Jody waiting, left-hander ready. Stretches to the belt. Delivers, swinging a foul. He didn't have a good cut.
Tanner's gambling right here by pitching to Jody Davis with Durham coming up next. He figures that if McWilliams can get Jody out without any further damage, he can walk Durham.
All right, runners second and third. You've got Matthews third, Moreland second. A run in to make it 3-0. Cubs have scored a run in each of the first 3 innings. Here's the pitch. Too tight under the letters. And the count is even at a ball and a strike.
The big man right now for the Cubs is the hitter, Jody Davis, right here.
Oh, he's stepping out. There's something flying around down around that batter's box. All right, Jody's back up in there. 1-1 to count. 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position for Jody Davis. Left-hander nods agreement, stretches. Here's the pitch. Too tight on the letters again, and it's 2-1. McWilliams almost looked in as much to say that's the pitch you gave me when they called him out on strikes last time.
That's the one he wanted, too.
2 balls and a strike. Jody Davis with 91 runs batted in. He could fatten that column and fatten the lead here with 1 big swing. 2 balls, 1 strike. Matthews at third, Moreland at second. They're leading off. McWilliams ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. There's that good slider in on his hands, and he fouled it into the screen.
Now, Jody Davis has had 2 very hard swings. Now he's got to adjust and meet the ball and see if he drives one to right field, although McWilliams is trying to pitch him in.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And McWilliams likes to throw that tailing fastball, a ball that he turns over to the outside to these right-hand hitters. Jody looking there could take him to right. But he came in tight and caught him looking again.
Same pitch. And Jody can't believe taking that pitch for a strike.
So 2 big hitters, Say and Davis, have struck out where a fly ball could have gotten you a run. Now it's up to the left-hand batter, Durham. If he gets to swing, let's see now what he's going to do with him here. You got Bo on deck. Pena out directing traffic. They're going to put him on, I believe. They sure are.
Well, that's where I said that Tanner was gambling on Jody Davis. It was either Jody Davis or McWilliams. That particular time, it was McWilliams. Now it's going to be up to Boa to see what he can do in picking up the ball club right here.
He threw to Davis was inside, wasn't it?
Oh, he really worked that inside corner when usually on that pitch he'll go away, but he's gotten Jody looking twice on pitches inside. All right, the intentional pass with 1 more will be concluded. The bases will be loaded for Larry Boa. And see if the little captain who got a base hit in the 2nd inning can upset the apple cart here. Pena out talking to Larry McWilliams. Wynn, a right-hander, continues to heat up in the Pirate bullpen. Pitcher and catcher conclude their conversation. You got Matthews at 3rd, Moreland at 2nd, Durham at 1st. You'd like to get more than a run out of all this traffic.
Yes, indeed. You don't want to lose this opportunity.
Boa batting right-handed. Teammate on every base. 2 down. Cubs leading 3-0. The pitch. Outside with that tailing fastball, and it's 1-0.
I think that's the first time all year I've heard Cub fans with that chant, Larry, Larry.
Yeah, he's won him back over, I think.
Yeah.
1 ball, no strikes. All right, waiting. Here's the pitch. Too tight with a breaking ball. Ball 2. He's falling behind Boa. Two balls and no strikes. Boa had stepped out on him a moment. Now he's back up in there. McWilliams stretching, delivers. Swing and a foul, had a good cut.
He was looking for that cripple and got it, and he just fouled it back to the screen.
Now it's 2-1. Boa checking the bat handle. Moves back into the batter's box. Matthews 3rd, Moreland 2nd, Durham 1st. But a couple of hits, 2 walks in the inning, 1 intentional. There's been an error, and that allowed Sandberg to score after he opened the inning with a double. Now Boa stepping out again, trying to just upset McWilliams a little, who likes to work to his own tempo.
Yes, he likes to work fast. Boa's the type of hitter very seldom will go after a bad pitch.
2-1. Here it comes. Swinging. Fly ball left field. It'll be playable. Lacey back right at the edge of the track, and the side has been retired. So once again, the Cubs have a lot of traffic, but McWilliams dodges another bullet. They only get 1 run. 2 hits and an error, and 3 Cubs left. The Cubs have now stranded 5 in the first 3 innings. In the middle of the 3rd, Cubs 3, Pirates nothing.
Bald or partially bald, now's the time to do something about it. Hairline Creations, 2 convenient locations, Chicago and Mount Prospect. Call 282-5454 for a free brochure.
Sutcliffe ready to work in the 3rd. Doug Frobel, left-hand batting right fielder, to lead it off. He's hitting 198. Here's the pitch to him. Breaking ball, strike over the outside corner. 11 homers for Frobel, 26 runs batted in. With the exception of 1 game when he hit a couple of homers, the Cubs have really handcuffed Frobel. He's batting 159 against them. Swing and a foul. Boy, he just put that one right on his knuckles.
Yeah, there's a tough pitch to hit. The ball right there on the inside of the plate.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ron Wodas, rookie shortstop, due up next. Then it'll be McWilliams. Sutcliffe working with a 3-0 lead as he pitches in the third inning. Here's the pitch. Low inside, makes it 1-2. Right after the game, of course, we'll have the combination scoreboard and hopefully a celebration. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging and a high foul out of play off to the left side. I imagine Yost Kiwanis getting things ready down in that clubhouse, Vinny.
Yeah, they'll be putting up some protective material over the lockers down there to keep the guys' clothes from getting soaked with the bubbly, assuming we have the celebration.
Let's hope it's tonight. They've tightened things up in New York. Give you that score in a moment. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Strike call. Took a little something off.
That's what he did to Frobel in Chicago. 2 strikes out of him. He threw a let-up curveball, and Frobel would just tied himself up. Couldn't pull the trigger, swing.
7 up, 7 down now for Sutcliffe. Update us on the Mets. Good kid.
Philadelphia scored 1 in the first, second, and third. Mets came up with 4 in the first. It's now New York Mets 4, Philadelphia 3. Mets batting in the bottom of the third inning.
Ron Wotus has only batted once against the Cubs. That was last week in Chicago. He's 0 for 1. And here's the pitch to him, and a strike call. Sharp-breaking pitch over the outside corner. He's hitting .209 since they brought him up. No homers, 2 runs batted in. Ron Wotus, W-O-T-U-S. Low a ball, and it's 1-1. Sutcliffe working with a 3-0 lead. 7 hits in the game. They all belong to the Cubs. 3 errors in the game. They all belong to the Pirates. If you're going to have them in that ratio, that's a good way to have them.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to nail down a division title. Foul down the right side. And first base coach Al Monchek had to do a duck act. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cubs are playing their 156th game of the year. They will not get the full season in. Because if they would win tonight, there'll be no necessity to make up the game that they had rained out with Montreal. Low outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sutcliffe nods agreement, and the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a foul tip, struck him out as Jody hangs on. 3 strikeouts for the big right-hander Rick Sutcliffe, makes it 2 away. And if he could get McWilliams, he will have gone through the order the first time, 9 up, 9 down. That's his goal right here. Among the gifts that'll be given away in that big appreciation for the fans weekend at Wrigley Field. 18 complimentary dinners for 2 at Lou Malnati's. I guess you can have pizza.
Pasta.
Pizza.
Pasta.
Oh, a let up when he swings and misses strike 1.
I believe Gene Malnati Miller and her husband Dick are here. They were planning to come over from Pittsburgh.
Tries to bunt his way on, and he fouls it back, and he's in a hole 0-2. Hey, the good kid was just looking at the list. His eyes popped open. They're going to give away a waterbed.
Yes, indeed.
Gold chains, gold charms.
On the waterbed?
Not too much missing from that.
Why not? Cameras, TV sets, entertainment centers. Goodness gracious. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if he can strike out the side. Nope, comebacker to the mound. Just as good. 3 up, 3 down, and 9 up, 9 down for Sutcliffe. We've gone through 3. Sutcliffe with the Cubs, leading the Pittsburgh Pirates 3-0.
Hello again, everybody. With Lou Boudreau, Vince Lloyd, and Milo Hamilton, Harry Carey back at Three Rivers Stadium. We're going into the top of the 4th, and tonight is the night. Cubs are leading 3-0. The Mets are leading 4-3. We don't care what the Mets do as long as the Cubs win. If the Cubs win, it's all over. If the Mets lose, it's all over. Here's Sutcliffe, who drove in a run. Lines 1-0, a leaping catch by Morrison, the third baseman. Sutcliffe almost had himself an extra base hit. 1 out. This is the way to clinch a pennant. Yeah. Go out and win. Got them back in. Not over yet, but it looks good.
Sutcliffe has just been superb, hasn't he?
Well, more than that, he's been perfect. He faced 9 men and retired them all. 1 out, nobody on. Bobby Dernier. Didn't hit him. Almost. 1 ball, no strikes. Bobby Dernier, nothing out of 2. The pitch by McWilliams swung on, ground ball. The shortstop, Ron Wodas, throws for the out. 2 up, 2 down, top of the 4th. Here's Sandberg. Boy, a fine play by Lacy kept Sandberg from getting his 20th triple of the year in the first inning. And then he had a chance to stretch it into a triple when he doubled in the 3rd. You could see he had the thought of the team more in mind than anything individual when he pulled up at second base, he being the leadoff man. 2 out, nobody on. The pitch. Inside. 1-1 is the count. Ball game in the 4th. Hey, Lou.
Yes, sir.
Here's the pitch. Swung and he missed. You can tell Vince Lloyd has not been around many winning teams.
How's
Look
that?
how he's dressed. $500 suit, $10 tie, and he's going to go in that clubhouse.
The tie comes off as soon as I leave this booth.
He's already lit 3 cigars at one time.
You better put a raincoat on. Here's the pitch swung, and he found it back. 2 men are out, nobody on base. The score 3-0 in favor of the Cubs, about to clinch their first championship since 1945.
I would have seen more of them, Harry, in Chicago, but I've only been there since 1949.
There's a ground ball hit to Morris, and he throws over the first for the out. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The Cubs are leading 3-0. With Vince Lloyd and Lou Boudreau, Harry Carey, back at Three Rivers Stadium, we go into the bottom of the 4th. You know, the irony of it is, Jack Brickhouse, who's with us here for the clinching, missed. Hey, the Phillies have just tied up the Mets 4-4 in the 4th. Brickhouse was not on hand for the win. Pennant in 45 because he was doing the White Sox games exclusively that year.
Yeah.
And Yosh Kawana. Here's a ground ball by Durham. That'll be the first hit. And on his way to second base is the play. Now the ball gets away from Moreland. And McWilliams goes around to 3rd. That was a ground ball that took a funny hop off the dirt by Leon Durham.
Orsulak pulled that ball down there.
Orsulak on him.
Had he kept an eye on the ball, or his coach, he could have tried for an inside the park run.
And Bob Skinner, coaching at 3rd, had a little word with him about it.
Yes.
So Orsulak, ball wasn't hit hard, but it had eyes. Bounds right by Durham into the right field corner. Here's Lee Lacy now. It's a triple for Orsulak. Now the pitch. And it's a little bit in there for a strike call. Orsulak, a rookie outfielder. Spells it O-R-S-U-L-A-K. That's his first extra base hit since coming to the big league. He's only been to bat 41 times. Previously, it had 8 singles. So that's the first base runner off Sutcliffe. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 1-2. Sutcliffe going for his 14th victory in a row and his 16th win of the year. Actually, his 20th. He won 4 for Cleveland. He's 15-1 for the Cubs. Now the pitch. Fouled it out of play. 1-2 the count. Boy, it's remarkable how many people have driven over or flown over.
Yes, indeed.
Just to see the Cubs clinch it. 90% of this crowd must be Chicagoan. 1-2 the count. The pitch. High. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sutcliffe has had 3 shutouts. Tough to lose a no-hitter on a dribbler like they hit that Orsulak got, but that's the way it goes. Now ready. Here's the pitch. Just missed outside, ball 3. Lacey almost chased it. Three balls, 2 strikes. The outfield is bunched towards center. The 3-2 pitch. Here it is. He struck him out swinging. Lacey goes down swinging. That's a 4th strikeout for Sutcliffe. Here's Johnny Ray now. 3-0. In favor of the Cubs. Bottom of the 4th. Orsulak at third base. Now the pitch. Fastball a bit high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Johnny Ray digging in. Boy, this kid is a heck of a second baseman. Batting .313. The pitch. Fouled it out of play, and the count evens a ball and a strike. Jason Thompson on deck. Ray rolled out his first time. He's hit 6 homers. 63 RBI. Against the Cubs, he's hit a ton. 392. With 1 homer and 14 runs batted in. Now the pitch. A little dribbler, a run will score. Sandberg throws out Johnny Ray. He hit that pitch off his fist. 3-1 now. As the Pirates pick up a run. That's his 64th ribby of the year for Johnny Ray. Here now is Jason Thompson. There have been 9 home runs hit off Sutcliffe this year. He's pitched 145 innings and struck out 150 men. A run is in, 2 men around, nobody on. Here's a pitch. He went around, tried to stop. He had gone too far. That evens the count, a ball and a strike. We're in the 4th. The Cubs about to nail it down. The pitch. A little bit low inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Sutcliffe was 4-5 with Cleveland before being acquired by the Cubs on June the 13th. Since then, he's 15-1. Now the pitch, here it is. A little wide. Ball 3. 2 men around. We're in the 4th. Cubs will end the season at home this weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Here's a pitch on the way. High pop foul back. So you'll have a chance at Wrigley Field to pay homage to your new champion, the Chicago Cubs. It'll be fan weekend appreciation. Hundreds of gifts will be given away. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And some very expensive gifts as well. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now the delivery. Here it is. Hayes struck him out. A foul tip that Jody Davis held on to. Strikeout number 5. At the end of 4, the Cubs are leading 3-1. Slide and Lou Boudreau, Harry Carey back at Three Rivers Stadium. We're going now to the top of the 5th. The Cubs are leading 3-1. In other games, Lou, there's some big ones. Kansas City won a mighty important game, shutting out the Angels on a 3-hitter by Somberhagen. That's the first game of a doubleheader. And Minnesota is playing the White Sox. Minnesota failed to score in the first. Here's Gary Matthews to lead it off. First pitch is high. Now the windup, the delivery, he swings and he misses. Matthews drove in the first run of the ball game, and if the Cubs maintain their lead without the Pirates ever catching him, it would be the game-winning hit. And would mark the 19th by Matthews, leading the National League. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch, and it's outside. That evens it up 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on and nobody out. We're in the 5th. 3-1, the Cubs are leading. Now Larry McWilliams, the pitch is outside. Ball 3. Matthews drew his 100th base on balls in the 3rd inning. Now the delivery. Wall, he walked him again. The walking man of the Cubs. Now drawn 101 walks.
And with those number of 19 winning RBIs, that is really just doing something for your ball club.
Yeah, he has driven in 82 runs. Hey, a big welcome on the board to the Chicago Cub band. Listen on. That's all this house is made up of. Yeah. Here now is Moreland with a runner at first. He's 1 out and 2 for the day. There goes a runner, swung on with a hit run on and foul. Out of play. Kansas City, with their victory in the first game over the Angels, increased their first place lead to 2.5 over California with a second game to go. The Mets now lead the Phillies 5-4 at the end of 4. Here's a pitcher. It's a fastball inside, and the count is evened up with a ball and a strike. Runner at first. Nobody out. Now the signal given. Here's the pitch on the way. Instead over to first base. Well, a lot of scoring in that Mets-Philadelphia game. The Phillies have scored 1 run in each of the first 4 innings. Now the stretch, the pitch. Ground ball headed for right field, a base hit. Here's Matthews holding up at second. Moreland grounds a single to right, giving him 2 out of 3.
Boy, he did that beautifully, too. He just reached out there and poked that ball in the right field. The open spot, which is vacated when the first baseman's covering first.
Here now is Ron Cey. The Cubs have 6 players with 80 or more RBI to their credit. Here's one of them, Ron Cey, with 96. The Phillies just tied it up against the Mets. Runners at first and second, nobody out. I just put that Philadelphia score up.
Well, let's forget about that game and score about 4 more here.
Here's the pitch.
There's a drive in the left field. A base hit. There's a runner on third being held up. The bases are loaded. Nobody out. Say gets his second hit. A line single to left. Here's Jody Davis.
Last time at bat, Williams didn't give him anything out over the plate. Everything was on the inside corner.
Jimmy Wynn winding up in the bullpen for the Pirates. Here's Jody Davis. Twice he's been called out on strikes, each time on a fastball over the inside corner. Bases are jammed. Here's the Williams pitch. A little tap foul. Jody had a slow bat on that one.
Here's the situation where one of the patrons for Frank's Nursery pulling for Jody to hit a grand slammer. $500 will be donated to their favorite charity.
0-1 the count. Jody Davis. The pitch. Ground ball looks like a double play. Out at second. Out at first, but a run scores. 4-1. Jody will not be credited for an RBI on the double play. The run scores on the DP. So that will bring up Durham. 4-1 now. The Cubs have regained that run they lost to the Pirates. Durham 0-1. Now the first pitch a little bit low, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 men are gone. We're in the 5th. There's a ground ball. That's going to be an easy out. Jason Thompson stuffed on the bag. We had the bases loaded with nobody out, but got only 1 run. 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Cubs 4, Pirates 1. All right, here we go with Tony Pena to lead it off. 4-1. At Shea Stadium, they're tied up 5-5. The Mets and the Phillies. But that game is of no consequence to the Cubs as long as they're leading. Because the magic number is 1. Either a Cub victory or a Met defeat ends it all. And it's a good night to end it. Here's Tony Pena. Here's Sutcliffe's first pitch. Slider outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. The outfield straight away, the pitch on the way. Good strike call. Slider over the outside corner for me. Padres won the first game from the Giant, or in the 5th inning of the first game, leading 2-0. Now the pitch. And it's a curve low. It's now 4-0. Padres over the Giants. First game of a doubleheader. Kansas City won its first game of a doubleheader from the Angels. Shut them out. Now the windup, the delivery, 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Larry Bowa's got it. Throws in time for the out.
Pena looks like he looked like he pulled a hamstring coming out of the batter's box.
How do you pull a hamstring this late in the season, Lou?
Just by jerking too quick. And perhaps he did not warm up properly prior to the ball game.
1 out. I guess it's easy not to warm up sufficiently.
That's right.
Because you figure, well, this is so close to the end.
They're just playing to close out the season. Of course, they are trying to do their best.
Yeah. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Jim Morris. The only hit Sutcliffe got was a dribbler that rolled over first base, bounced around in the corner, and went for 3 bases. 4-1, the Cubs lead. Bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. A little bit low.
And Harry,
we are going to switch to Shea Stadium and see Lamar, one of the Met broadcasters. Let's see what's going on at Shea.
All right, here at Shea Stadium, it's 5-5. The Phillies and the New York Mets. Von Hayes has just hit a home run leading off the top of the fifth inning. Off relief pitcher Tom Gorman to tie the game at 5. Earlier, the Mets had taken the lead in the bottom of the fourth when John Denny issued a bases-loaded walk to Wally Backman to make it 5-4. But as we say, Hayes is homered to lead off the fifth. It's 5-5. The Phillies and the Mets are in the middle of the fifth inning at Shea Stadium.
All right, Steve, thank you very much.
All right, Vince.
John Denny had issued a walk to force in a run earlier. Then Von Hayes homer tied it.
One man out, nobody on. 3 balls and a strike. Von Hayes tied up the ball game for the Phillies with a home run. 3 balls and a strike, 1 out, 5th inning. Jim Morrison, the batter, 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Pulled it foul into the Cub dugout. Full count, 3-2. Rick Sutcliffe trying for his 14th in a row. He's 11-0 since the All-Star break. Here's the pitch. Tapped it foul, still alive, 3-2. 1 away, 5th inning. Now waiting. Sutcliffe takes his time. I guess Sutcliffe's next start after this will be
the St. Louis series, I would say.
You think he'll start?
Unless,
well, they say there's a ground ball hit to say. He's got it. There's a throw in time. That ball was hit hard.
Sometimes managers will keep them in their rotation, and if he's due to pitch in the St. Louis series, just work him 3 innings or 2 innings, then he'll be ready for Tuesday's opener.
Yeah, that's what he expects, to work about 3 innings perhaps on Friday.
We'll pause here. This is the WGN Chicago Cubs Baseball Network.
This is WGN Radio Chicago. It's 8 o'clock.
Two men are out. Doug Frobel is the batter.
Of course, if he wins tonight, I imagine he'll wrestle Fry and Connors 2 out of 3 to stay at least 5 innings, not 3 innings, to get another victory.
Sure. He'll be 16-1 if he wins this one. A ball and a strike on Frobel. He was called out on strikes his first time at bat. 4-1, the Cubs are leading. Here's the pitch. Just a little bit low and inside. 2 balls and a strike. The outfield plays. Frobel bunched towards center. Now the pitch. He swings and he foul tips it. This fella really pulls when he swings. Looks like he's a good pull hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Funny thing, a kid comes up who's a natural pull hitter. First thing they do is teach him to hit to all field. Here's a pitch, low and inside. If he hits to all fields when he comes up,
and they want him to hit a home run.
Pull, so he'll hit a few homers. It was ever thus, I guess.
Yes, indeed.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, he fouls it off. Sutcliffe hasn't walked anybody. He's permitted only 1 base runner. That was the triple by Orsolak. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Frobel at the plate. 4-1, the Cubs lead. Now ready? Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball right back at Sutcliffe. Nice stop over the first for the out. Only 1 man has reached base in 5 innings off Sutcliffe. At the end of 5, it remains the Cubs 4, the Pirates 1. With Vince Lloyd and Lou Boudreau, Harry Carey again at Three Rivers Stadium, where the Cubs are leading 4-1. If they hold this lead, it's all over, friends. The dancing can begin in the street. And the Cup and the many cups can overflow it.
Yeah. I wonder if the sirens will go off as they did in '59 when the White Sox won it.
I understand now, Mayor Harold. There's Larry Bowa falling off the first pitch. But Mayor Harold Washington already has the line reserved to get through to congratulate Jim Fry. Now the pitch a little bit outside, and the count is evened up with a ball and a strike.
They better get there first. I think the press might be there, too.
There's a pitch foul. Yeah, Ronald
That's
Reagan,
priority.
Cub fan.
That's right.
Former broadcaster. 1-2 the count.
Ain't you just pull a muscle with the right leg.
Here's the pitch. Low and outside. Larry Bowa, the hitter. The pitch. There's a smash right back off the pitcher's glove. And Bowa is over there. His second of the night, and Larry has been hitting the ball much better in the last few weeks.
And hustling. Let me tell you, he's been running down that line as a youngster better than I've ever seen him run earlier in this season.
Milt May is the new catcher. Here now is Sutcliffe, a good hitter. Pena left the ball game with a full hamstring. 4-1, the Cubs are leading. They'll be dancing in the streets tonight.
They may find some other places to be dancing, too.
At long last, something has happened for Cubs baseball other than the mighty Casey has struck out. This is on a positive note, a championship.
Yes, but we have 4 innings to go, Harry.
I can't contain myself.
I know it.
Here's the pitch foul. 2 strikes to nothing. Runner at first base. 4-1, the Cubs are leading. They've out-hit them 10-1. Outfielded them, no errors to 3.
Wonderful for the players and all of us, but I feel most grateful that it's happening because of the great fans.
Absolutely.
No doubt about that.
Now they stretch the pitch. Here it is. He's going to bunt. He does. The only play, first base, Sutcliffe. Lays down a perfect sacrifice. Dernier and Sandberg will have a shot at driving in another run. And every time you get one, it makes it that much tougher for the team you're playing to catch you. A simple, fundamental statement, my dear Watson.
Yes.
Here now is Dernier.
Pena pulled right groin muscle.
Dernier is 0 for 3 tonight. 1 ball, no strikes. Bowa lead at second to pitch. There's a high drive down the left field line into foul territory and out of play. Pena was removed from the game with a pulled right groin muscle. 1 man out. Bowa in scoring position. Cubs have out-hit him 10-1. Now ready. Larry McWilliams, veteran left-hander, used to be with the Braves. Now the pitch. A high fly ball, right center, easy out. Bowa tagging up. He'll advance after the catch. Orsulak takes care of Dernier's fly ball. Bowa advancing it from second to third. Is Ryan Sandberg 2 out of 3 today. MVP.
I'm sure they got it right.
I think they'll be chanting that all over the country. But so far as baseball is concerned, for a most valuable player in 1984 in the National League.
Not much question about it. Here's the pitch. Way outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Larry McWilliams pitching with a very hurried motion. 2 balls, no strikes. Now the pitch. Ball 3 is low.
Well,
3 balls, no strikes.
will he or won't he?
I think they'll turn him loose. 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Up, he took it, a fastball.
He may be one of those guys that doesn't want to go after it.
Sometimes the hitter won't go after it, even though he's given the green light.
He goes after that one, and it's a drive in the center field. Oh, he caught. Almost went over the center fielder's head. Sandberg, line to Orsolak. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go into the bottom of the 6th. Cubs are leading 4-1.
It's a complete football story Monday nights on WGN Sports Central. Bob Thomas from the Bears, Bino Cook from ABC Sports cover the pro and college football scene.
With Lou Boudreau and Vince Law and Harry Carey back at Three Rivers Stadium. We go into the bottom of the 6th inning. We have a pinch hitter out there. Batting for the Pirates, Dale Berra.
That's Mitchell Page in the on-deck circle.
On deck, but I mean hitting. That's Woodis.
The Woodis is hitting.
It's a high fly ball. Right field, easy out. Making the catch is Moreland, 1 away. Mitchell Page coming out as a pinch hitter. So McWilliams is through for the night.
Also a total of approximately 130 media covering tonight's game.
10 hits, 4 runs in the 6 innings that he pitched.
Number 39, Mitchell Page.
There's Mitchell Page. Left-hand hitter, 1 out, nobody on. Cubs are leading 4-1. Well, I wonder where they're going to have the biggest celebration tonight.
Right in the Cubs clubhouse.
Here's the pitch. And it's a fastball in there for a strike call. 1 strike and nothing, 1 out, 6th inning.
Either there or up in your suite. I don't know which.
I think it'll be a while before we get to our rooms. 1 strike and nothing on Mitchell Page. The delivery. Swung on and foul back. Hey, Lou. I've been around, as you have too, on a lot of these victory parties. Nobody ever drinks champagne. All they do is spill it.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you think, huh? They've got enough to spill for 2 days.
0-2 the count.
Oh, I said champagne should be drunk at breakfast anyway.
With oranges or
big strawberries.
Oranges or strawberries. Here's the pitch a little bit outside. 1-2 the count. 1 man out, nobody on. Ball game in the 6th. Cubs leading, needing a victory to clinch. Now Sutcliffe. It's a very cool, calm ball game tonight. Swung and he struck him out.
He has used that curveball more with 2 strikes on hitters tonight than in previous outings. And that means that he has confidence, he has control.
That's his 6th strikeout. We're in the 6th inning. He's given up 1 hit, 1 run. Sutcliffe about to nail down the Cy Young Award with the media attention of this game. The kind of a masterpiece he has pitched. Here's a bunt.
Beautiful
Hey,
bunt.
that's going to be an easy hit. Orsolak dragged a bunt past the mound. Once Durham started with the ball, you knew that he would be safe because nobody had a chance to cover.
Harry, I think we have close to, they announced 140 media people here with all the radio and sports writers and television setups.
Probably about 135 of them from Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think we'll emphasize attention on the game that Sutcliffe is pitching and draw attention, too, to his great record.
Now, these are people who vote for the most valuable player. Lee Lacy, runner at first, 2 out. 4-1 in favor of the Cubs. Oh, they got him picked off.
Yep.
Sutcliffe picks him off first base.
What a move.
Whoa, from Sutcliffe to Durham. And the kid, Ursulich, is talking to his coach down there. Monchak, he was just picked clean. No runs, 1 hit, no error, nobody left. Milo will be rejoining Vince in a moment. Harry Carey back. Going over to the television booth for the score here. Cubs 4 and the Pirates 1.
All right, Cub fans who have stretched on the road and see their club in front. They've settled down, and the new pitcher has come on. It is Kent Tekulve for the Pirates. Milo Hamilton back with you on the radio side, along with the good kid himself, Lou Boudreau, and Vince Lloyd, who will shortly be ready to head toward the clubhouse the way this one is going. And there's a strike, and it is 1-0-2 to Matthews, who drove in a run in the first, walked in the third, walked again in the fifth, and scored. Cubs have 10 hits. The Pirates have 2 hits. Tekulve working. Swing and a miss. There is that sidearm sinker, and boy, was that wicked.
Yes, indeed. That one really sunk at least 6 inches.
So Tekulve opens up with a strikeout. That is the 4th strikeout of a Cub in the game. And it will bring up Moreland, who is 2 for 3. Moreland batting .282 as he stands in against the right-hander, Kent Tekulve. He's winding and delivering. Strike call. 0-1. I hope Benny brought his rain cape when he gets in that clubhouse, good kid.
Well, I don't know. Either that or don't wear any clothes. Take a champagne shower.
A bouncer right side, picked off by Thompson. He's going to run to the bag himself. He kind of played that ball behind him.
Yeah, that ball was hit very sharply, and it almost fooled Thompson. Almost handcuffed him, but he made the play.
That'll bring up Ron Say. The Penguin has singled, struck out, and singled again. Just for regular old clothes. Well, you had a suitcase full of them. It wasn't too hard to pick anything out.
Those are for tomorrow.
Ron Say has 2 hits. The Cubs have 10. Tekulve delivers way high outside. We are in the 7th. Sutcliffe, who is pitching a honey of a game. And what a night it is to do it. Trying to put the Cubs in the winner's circle for the first time since 45. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul. Didn't have a good cut. Rolls out in front of the plate. Milt May will grab it, and Lee Wire will want to take a look at it. Well, a lot of those Cub folks who drive around on their radios at night down in the Georgia area listening to the game, Dr. John Furman and all that gang, they say, hey, it isn't working in the house. I know the car radio will.
Yeah.
So they go out and pick up our flag station. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Too tight a ball. 2-1. Nobody on, 2 away. Cubs batting in the 7th. They got a run in each of the first 3 innings and another in the 5th. Bouncer past the mound. Second baseman Ray will throw and get him. And it's 3 up and 3 down for Tekulve. So the Cubs 7th over in a hurry against Tekulve. And now the Pirate fans will get up and stretch. And the Chicago Cubs are leading them 4-1. We go to the bottom of the 7th at 3 Rivers, where the Chicago Cubs on the road are trying to please their jillions of fans. As Lee Lacy steps in, he's been up twice and struck out twice. He was at bat in the 6th inning when Sutcliffe picked off Orsulak. We've got a new left fielder. It's Henry Cotto. Matthews did his job, gets the rest of the night off, but he'll be cheering on that bench. Pitch to Lacy down low, a ball. Lacy will be followed by Ray and then Thompson. Pirates batting in the 7th. Sutcliffe has gone all the way against McWilliams and Tekulve. Sutcliffe has the sign, shakes one off, shakes off another. Now he's ready. Pitch on the way to Lacey, swing and a foul. Rolls back to the base of the screen, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Lee Lacey, 2 of the 6 strikeouts for Sutcliffe recorded against Lee Lacey. A ball and a strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. Sutcliffe kicks and fires. Threw it away. No harm. Nobody on. 2 balls and a strike. Johnny Ray due up next. Jason Thompson down in the hole. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a tapper foul left side. And it goes level on Lacey, 2-2. Cubs are leading. We're in the 7th. Celebration will be yours on Cubs radio. Interviews will take place right down in the clubhouse. We'll stay on just as long as Vinny can grab somebody and get them to talk.
Well, I've talked to several of them before the game, Milo, and they all seem anxious and eager to be on because that'll mean they have clinched it.
Strike called over the outside corner. So Sutcliffe, whose location in his last couple of games wasn't what you've gotten used to with him, but he's gotten it back tonight.
Well, he's pitched Lacey perfectly, make him go after curveballs that are low outside. And then, when he's looking for that breaking pitch, Sutcliffe still has that great fastball, and as you mentioned, with good location.
7 strikeouts for the big bearded right-hander, and here is Johnny Ray. He has cooled off a hot hitter, Lacey, because he has been hot, and he struck out all 3 times up. Smash to the mound, Sutcliffe right there. Make it look easy, big guy. Throws to first. It's 2 away. He's not only pitched a heck of a game, he's fielded a good game.
That's 3 that he's taken care of very quickly.
Here's Jason Thompson. He bounced to the shortstop in the 2nd inning, struck out on a foul tip in the 4th. Their only run came in the 4th when Arceluk got it tripled into the right field corner, came home on a Johnny Ray bounce out. They only have 2 hits. The Cubs have 10. A little let up. Slow roller third. Say in. Up. Throws. Got him. 3 up and 3 down. A let up, and he has had a good change-up tonight.
Yeah, he's had everything tonight up to this point.
So we have played 7 innings. Sutcliffe only needs 6 more outs. We will go to the 8th inning with the Cubs on top, 4-1.
Chicago tradition. Both Hackneys and Julians are members of Restaurant Row. Hey, fans, it's here. The revolutionary Pulse Furnace from Lennox. Super efficiency makes old furnaces obsolete. Get the whole story from your Lennox dealer in the Yellow Pages.
Jody Davis looking for his first hit of the night. He struck out twice and bounced into a double play. The double play provided the impetus for the 4th run. It got Matthews home. And here's Jody batting against Kent Tekulve. Ball game in the 8th inning. Cubs are leading 4-1. They've out-hit the Pirates 10-2. Trying to do it all here tonight. And the opening pitch is a strike over the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Tekulve to the motion, and here's the pitch. Swing, bouncer, shortstop. Wotus has it. Throws to first. Jody's out, 1 down in the 8th. That will bring up Leon Durham with a chance to look at a right-hander for the first time tonight. Against the left-hander, he went 0 for 2. In between the 2 outs, he was walked intentionally. Nobody on, 1 away. Tekulve working in his 2nd inning of relief. And here's the pitch. Swing, high bounce, first base side. Pitcher's got to get over. Thompson will throw. Hey, just snip him at the wire.
Great play now, let me tell you. Thompson had to turn completely around and make that throw to the moving Tekulve, but the veteran was there and made a very fine catch and touched the base at the same time.
Larry Boa had a base hit in the 2nd and scored. Flied out to left in the 3rd, and in the 6th inning got a base hit. Now he'll turn it around and bat left-handed against Jacoby. The little Cub captain, 2 for 3 here tonight. Nobody on in front of him, 2 away. Breaking ball up high, 1-0 to Boa. Sutcliffe due up next. We are in the 8th. The Cubs broke on top with a run in the first and have led ever since. Right now the Cubs are leading 4-1. Here's the pitch. Swinging, popped on a broken bat. Second baseman Johnny Ray in, and it's 3 up and 3 down. Jacoby has retired 6 in a row coming out of their bullpen. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Sutcliffe will head to the hill, working with a 4-1 lead. Milt May will be batting for the first time. Remember, Pena had to leave with a groin pull. Milt May batting .188. 1 homer, 8 runs batted in. Milt May leading it off in the 8th. Sutcliffe has allowed just 2 hits, both of them to rookie Joe Ursulak. Morrison due up next. Then it'll be Frobel. Sutcliffe ready to work. Big right-hander working with a 3-run lead delivers, and it's in there for a strike. Right after the game, interviews from the clubhouse with what we hope will be the victorious Cubs, and also highlights of the scoring for the Cubs to pave the way to that division crown. Here's the 0-1. Foul down the left side past Bob Skinner, and the count is 0-2. Our ball game is in the bottom of the 8th. Cubs got a run in the first, a run in the second, a run in the third, 3-0. Pirates got a run in the 4th. Cubs came right back with a run in the 5th and lead 4-1, and that's the way it is right now. Sutcliffe delivers to Milt May. High a ball, and it's 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out. One ball, 2 strikes. Sutcliffe trying for the biggest night of his life. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside a ball, and it's 2-2. Trying to become a 20-game winner. Trying to make it mean something on a night that he could put his club into a division title. Trying to take another big stride toward that Cy Young Award. All those riding on the abilities of Rick Sutcliffe here tonight, and here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive right to Durham, and it's 1 away. Hit the ball like a bullet, but the ball was in the right place.
That's the way to be. Just play them right. Make them hit it to one of your infielders or outfielders, regardless of how hard they hit them, as long as they can catch them. That's what counts.
Here's Jim Morrison. He's flying to left, and he's bounced to third. The Chicago Cubs trying to win their 93rd game of the year. After they went into that mini losing streak, their longest of the year, 5, they stopped it. And how yesterday with a doubleheader win at St. Louis. Trying to keep it going here tonight. They started the night with a magic number 1. Breaking pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Right-hand batter, third baseman Jim Morrison. Into the motion. The big right-hander kicks and fires. Swing and a foul off to the left. 2 strikes. Morrison is flying to left. He's bounced to third. Doug Frobel, left-hand batting right fielder on deck. Sutcliffe retired the first 9. Then he retired after he gave up a triple, retired the next 8. And then when that was broken by Ursulak with a single, he picked him off. Talk about pitching his game. Sutcliffe has been doing that tonight.
Well, he's done it ever since he joined the Cubs, and I think that he is an example to a couple of other pitchers that have done that since he's come over here and has had such great success. You know, that upsets a hitter now and then. A lot of times a hitter will bat against a catcher, and that's noticeable. And when you get a veteran like Sutcliffe knowing that, he will not let that hitter set because catchers get in a pattern. And when they stay in that pattern, that hitter realizes it, and he will get into the pattern and make some hits off of a pitcher regardless of how good a stuff he has.
All right, Sutcliffe taking a little extra time. He's out in front of Morrison, 2 strikes. Morrison back up in there. Jody drops the fingers. Sutcliffe shakes him off. Now he's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's a swinging strikeout. And that is number 8. Oh, he has had every pitch working. He's had location. Brilliant job by Sutcliffe here tonight.
Well, he's just been excellent, Milo. This is one of his better games. He's had his poor game, and that's been out the last time without location. And with location, you see what the confidence it does to an individual. The incentive is there without the location, but with location and the incentive working for you, you've got a great pitcher out there on the mound.
All right, here's the pitch to Froebel. Low inside. Froebel called out on strikes in the 3rd inning. In the 5th, the comebacker to Sutcliffe, and the big guy handled it and threw him out. Limited the Pirates to 2 hits, and they've been on a winning jag. They've won their last 6 in a row, including 3 of those at Wrigley Field last week. Strike called over the outside corner.
And he's still Powder River, as Milo Hamilton would say.
Oh, he's
great
got
fastball.
Yeah, he's in that 92, 93 class tonight, isn't he? Yeah. Miles per hour. Smoking it. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the Cub fans who have journeyed to Pittsburgh to pull for their Cubs to do it, well, they're starting to hang on every pitch now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swinging, a little pop. Shortstop Boa drifts to his right. Side retired.
3 more outs to the hit against the Pirates.
We will go to the 9th. The Cub fans starting to sense that it's finally going to happen. The Cubs are in front, 4-1.
This is today's Chevrolet. Grab your boots and get your hat. Take the wheel and kick on back now. The road's talking to you. The road's talking to you. US 6 heading west. The sky your map that midnight 6. Just the road, Chevy and you. The road, Chevy and you. You're today Chevy, be today Chevy, live today Chevy, feel today Chevy. Chevy. You're today Chevy, be today Chevy, drive today Chevy, live today Chevy, Chevy. Cross the plains, Rio Grande, moving on, I got no plans, I'm leaving it all behind. Leaving it all behind. You're today Chevy, be today Chevy, drive today Chevy, live today Chevy, Chevy.
All across America, drivers have been saving money on their auto insurance with Allstate Shape Up and Save rates and discounts. It's a great way.
Allstate update. New lower auto rates. Allstate has just announced new lower auto insurance rates for this area, and that could mean even more savings for you. Come into Allstate and compare.
You might drive away with a better deal.
Shape up and save.
Visit an Allstate agent today.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Reduced rates are currently available in many areas of Illinois.
Quick, think of a realtor who can protect you from the unexpected repair costs when you buy a home. It's ERA Real Estate. For more information, call 397-2150. 397-2150.
Well, we come back to a roar and a standing ovation for Rick Sutcliffe. Boy, that didn't give you a goose pimple or two. You just haven't paid attention.
Oh, that's right. And he realizes it, too, at the plate.
He's driven in a run and pitched a whale of a game. Strike call. Sutcliffe drove in a run in the 2nd with an RBI single. 4th inning, he lined out to 3rd. 6th inning, sacrificed. Here is the 0-1 from Tekulve. Off speed, a shot to 1st. Thompson up with it. He'll run to the bag himself, and it's 1 down. 1 away in the Cub 9th. And Sutcliffe will get another standing ovation. Will be the hitter. He's 0 for 4. Came in with a 5-game hitting streak. Remember, after the game, if the Cubs hang on, we'll go to the clubhouse just as soon as we can. Vince will be down there with interviews. We'll play the highlights tonight of how the runs were scored in the game that won it. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball inside. Tekulve threw one of his very infrequent changeups for an opener. Inside, ball 1. Here's the pitch by Tekulve. Right across the letters, strike called, 1-1. Sandberg due up next. Sandberg has had 2 hits, Moreland 2, Say 2, Boa 2. Cubs have out-hit him 10-2, leading the score 4-1. Rising Submarine ball, outside high, 2-1. Nobody on, one away. Colby's retired 7 in a row coming out of their bullpen in relief of Larry McWilliams. Strike called over the outside corner. Sutcliffe in the ninth will be looking probably at 2 pinch hitters, then the top of the order. The 8 and 9 hitters are due. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Colby ready, pitch on the way. Swing, bouncer short. Wotus in. Throws on to first. Bobby's out by a step, and it's 2 down. He's hit the ball 4 times to the shortstop, and Wotus has handled it. Here is Sandberg, and the crowd starting to chant MVP.
Boy, you talk about support for any athletic team. The Cubs have certainly had it.
Sandberg 2 for 4, a pair of doubles, and he scored each time. Here's the pitch. A high bounce. Colby's got to wait for it to come down. Grabs, throws, got him on a very, very close play.
That's the hardest ball I've seen Colby throw overhand.
He got Sandberg on a nip and tuck play. So the stage is set. Rick Sutcliffe will head to the mound. The Cubs going to try to hang on for a division title. Gonna hold them Cubs. It's Cubs 4, Pirates 1.
Say, Milo, looking through the Cubs lineup, I can see they've got some really great draft choices this year.
Oh, that's right, Lou. And when you look through the stands, you can see all these loyal Cub fans have got the great choice in draft. Heileman's Old Style.
You can bet on that. And just like the Cubs draft picks, Old Style's been brought up carefully, with only the finest natural ingredients and sparkling pure virgin spring water.
And Lou, Old Style's brewed twice in a process called krausening. It takes longer, and it's more expensive, but it makes for a great beer taste that's a hit every time.
You're so right, good kid. Because the folks at G. Heileman put the same kind of effort into brewing Chicagoland's favorite beer as the Cubs management does in selecting their starting roster.
And what a lineup it is. Try Old Style and Old Style Light. Pure brewed in God's country, slowly and naturally. G. Heileman Brewing Company, La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Hello again, everybody. This is Harry Carey. Provide your windows with an extra seal of protection against energy-wasting drafts with a Plascolite Insider Storm Window Kit from True Value Hardware Stores. This clear, rigid plastic window will help reduce heat loss while preventing cold drafts from entering, so you'll stay warmer and help save energy this winter. Look for Plascolite Insider Storm Window Kits at participating True Value Hardware stores.
Say, if you're a Monday morning quarterback, you'll want to get the bottom line from Bears coach Mike Ditka on the Mike Ditka wrap-up Monday mornings at 7:30 right here on WGN.
The Cub fans are hooping it up now. They know they're 3 outs away from winning a division title. The first time the Cubs will have done it since the division play started in 1969. That was the year that the Mets won it in the East and the Atlanta Braves won it in the West. Swing and a foul by Wotus. Lee Mazzilli is on deck. He'll be the pinch hitter.
These Cub fans are on every pitch.
They're not going to sit down either, are they?
No, they're not.
Wotus has struck out on a foul tip, and he's flying to right. Right-hand batting rookie shortstop. Here's the pitch by Sutcliffe. Just missed with it. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swinging. Line drive, right field. Moreland right there. 1 down in the ninth.
Boy, I remember going back to my playing days, very fortunate to be in the same spot as this. And as shortstop will say, I kept saying it to my pitcher, make him hit it to somebody else.
That ball was hit right on the nose by Wotus, but right at Moreland. Sutcliffe needs 2 outs. The Cubs need 2 outs to win the East. What a turnaround. What a story. What a fairy tale. but it's about to come true. They're getting ready down in that clubhouse. Vince Lloyd is already down there. Here's Mazzilli, the pinch hitter, batting left-handed against Sutcliffe. Low outside of ball. Lee Mazzilli. Right-hander ready. Sutcliffe kicks and fires. Low outside of ball. And Lou Boudreau, who had the signs painted to count down the magic number, is getting ready to throw number 1 away and put up a 0.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Swinging foul out of play up to the left.
It'll be great to take down that number 1. And we have a surprise for our fans back in Chicago. When we get back to Chicago, we're going to, well, we'll have a surprise. I'm not going to say
It'll be Friday. You look right up in the booth, and Lou will unveil it. Fouled into the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. What a game Sutcliffe has pitched.
Just a tremendous game.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way. Just outside, and boy, that was borderline. Sutcliffe wanted that corner call, didn't get it. He's gone full with Lee Mazzilli. Leadoff batter Joe Urslick, who has the only 2 Pirate hits, due up next. Here's the pitch, swinging, fly ball, playable, left center, Bob Denier there. Squeeze it, Bobby, 2 away. And now, Cub fans everywhere, we are down to an out.
You realize that the Pirates have not left a man on base thus far?
That's right, because when Urslick tripled in the 4th, he scored. In the 6th inning, when he had a drag bunt single, he got picked off. Sutcliffe has not walked anybody. He has struck out 8. Here's the pitch. And a strike call to Joe Urslick. And the Cub fans pulling on every pitch now. No balls, 1 strike. 2 away, nobody on. He's retired the last 8 to face him. Here's the pitch on the way. Outside at the letters. Count is even at a ball and a strike. No matter where the pitch is, when they don't get the call, the crowd's moan now.
Cub fans standing up in mass right here, waiting for
Isn't it
that.
something to do it on the road and have to have security to keep the Cub fans off the field?
Yes, indeed. Great tribute to those fans.
A ball and a strike. The windup. The pitch. Did he go? They're asking. Yes, he did. Third base umpire Eric Red rings up the strike, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jody Davis asked for the appeal. Lee Wire called for it. Harry Craig says yes, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. We may be down to a pitch for a division title. The wind and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Strike there it is. The game is over. The Cubs have won it. The Cubs have won the game. The Cubs have won the division.
Look at him, Bob Sutcliffe, a 2-hitter.
A 2-hitter on a big, big game. And as I said a few minutes ago, Lou, the biggest game of his life.
No doubt about it, Milo, and I'm so happy. You did a great job all year. We'll continue so. And to be part of this victory, it's really an honor.
Sutcliffe wins his 20th game of the year. His 16th as a Cub. And Bedlam has broken loose on the AstroTurf at Three Rivers as the Chicago Cubs, put together by Dallas Green, managed magnificently by Jimmy Fry, handled dutifully by his great band of coaches, have made it all happen in 1984. The Cubs a winner. And the Cubs now get a salute from the big message board here. Good luck in postseason play. They know now that they will meet the San Diego Padres. And Lou Boudreau has taken the big number 1 down. It's over. The Cubs have won the game. They've won the division. And now they can relax for a few days before starting to tune it up for the playoffs against the San Diego Padres. The final score, as the Cubs have all disappeared into the clubhouse, the Chicago Cubs 4, the Pittsburgh Pirates 1. Now Tallman Home has a special message for students at accredited colleges and universities. If you need a student loan to continue your education, Tallman Home would be happy to help. Tallman, an equal opportunity lender, has designated $10 million for student loans this year. You may be eligible for one of these loans. Even if the fall term tuition is fully paid, if you attend a college or university in Illinois, or if you're self-supporting and have lived in Illinois at least 6 months before starting your studies. So continue to enjoy the excitement and thrills and really revel in this great Cub victory, but don't forget to make the necessary preparations for the coming school year. If you think you might qualify for a student loan, check with the financial aid counselor at your school. And if you're eligible, contact the Tallman Home Office nearest you. And right now, Tallman with you salutes the division champion Chicago Cubs.
Hi, this is Brian Bashnick. I love the Chicago Bears. And in the past, you've heard of other so-called sports celebrities talk about Glenmark meat products. But in the fast-action sport of football, I need a hearty meal to fill me up. So I reached for a Glenmark third pounder in a 4-pound box. The new Glenmark third pounder is 100% pure beef, and it's the biggest burger on the market today. So look for the big 4-pound red and black box at Jewel and other fine food stores. And taste the quality of Glenmark meat products.
To tell you, to do it on the road and have this kind of a following, Lou, is just magnificent.
Well, it's great. Absolutely great. We were hoping we could do it in St. Louis, where it was closer for the Chicago Cub fans to be, and all our Southern Illinois Cub fans would be there to celebrate. But here in Pittsburgh, quite a ways from Chicago, the Chicago Cub fans have put on quite an enthusiastic celebration.
Well, good kid, let's salute these fans down here. They are great. They have come a long way, so many of them, to come and see their Cubs. And boy, it's great that they could be here to see the Cubs clinch it here tonight. And the Chevrolet player of the game, I don't think there's any doubt.
No doubt about it. He's just done a tremendous job all year. Since joining the Cubs, I'd have to say the one finger that you'd have to point to the individual that is more responsible than anybody else, and there's been a lot of them, but he's the one man that has won this championship for the Chicago Cubs, and that's Rick Sutcliffe.
And his 16 wins don't tell the whole story because there were so many big games that he pitched along the way.
Absolutely. He's the one that prevented us from getting into this 5-game losing streak, which we were in just 2 weeks ago. And he was part of it because he lost one. So that's how important it was to have him as our stopper for 3/4 of the season.
All right, we'll be back with more. Right now, I want to remind you that we'll be back tomorrow night, but in the meantime, we got a lot of things coming up tonight. Tonight's ball game has been brought to you by G. Heilemann Brewing Company, makers of old-style beer, pure brewed in God's country, slowly and naturally. By Tallman Home Federal, a legacy of care, a future of commitment. By True Value Hardware Stores. The more you've got to do, the more you need True Value Hardware Stores, because they've got what it takes. By Chevrolet, with the technology, the performance, the style, the innovation, the quality, and the value that make up today's Chevrolet. And by Marathon and your local Marathon dealers and distributors. Marathon, best in the long run. Well, we hope that Vince Lloyd is down there, and we'll have a guest shortly when we come back for the scoreboard. We will be back for that. Remember, the airtime tomorrow night is 6:10 again for the Jim Fry Show, but we want to get into that clubhouse as soon as we can on the scoreboard. For Lou Boudreau, I'm Milo Hamilton, and you've heard the Cubs win the East on the WGN Chicago Cubs Baseball Network. All right. Vince Lloyd, bring in the guy who guided them to it.
And we got
all right, Milo, off our back.
The monkey is off our back for 69.
Hey, Vince.
Never ask us again.
Hey, Vince.
Jim, I got to ask you something. You went through this with Kansas City.
Yes, I did.
Your first year as a manager. What is the feeling you have tonight compared to then?
Well, it's just what I said. I realized the importance of what we were trying to do for the city of Chicago and all the fans. over there might have been even a little selfish thing because that was my first job. But you can't get away from the effect that this is going to have on a town that's been fighting this thing for almost 40 years. And I just think it's wonderful. I want everybody to share it with us because it feels great, I'll tell you that.
Vincent, you have heard from the Bay Area, haven't you?
I haven't heard from anybody. I have not heard from anybody except my wife. I just talked to my wife.
Vince, Vince, give him a kiss on the cheek from Milo and from me.
I'm supposed to give you a kiss on the cheek from Milo and from Lou.
Go ahead and do it.
All right.
I'll kiss everybody. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Just a super job.
You betcha. Keep on going, Vinny.
Let me tell you, this is a madhouse, but I got to grab this big guy. Dallas, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Vince.
Very good.
It's kind of neat, isn't it?
Don't be so cool.
Well, I'm not cool, but I know we still got some work to do because baseball's changed since 1945. When they won, they were in a series. We got our work cut out for us, but this is neat to see the ball players enjoy it, see our fans enjoy it, because this shows that we're for real, and this shows that this baseball team played as good as anybody can play.
Dallas, congratulations. Hey, just heard to give a big hug and an embrace to Keith Mullen. Redhead. Come on over here, baby.
I love it.
Thank you, Dallas. Keith, buddy, how does it feel compared to the last time?
Well, I think first of all, I say hi to my wife. Hope she's listening and watching and knowing what's going on because this is a big thrill for all of us as a family. I think to have the opportunity to play in one World Series and win was a great feeling, but, you never think about ever getting a chance to go back. There's only one team a year that does that. We got an opportunity now to be world champions, to have the opportunity to play in playoffs. It's a great feeling. I can't describe it. I really didn't think it'd happen this quick, and it has. And just, I
sure didn't think it was going to happen in last March, did we?
Well, I think you have to give Dallas a lot of credit. You have to give Jim a lot of credit. You have to give the 25 guys in this room a lot of credit. They pull together. They pull for each other, and we just got some good players, and we're doing good right now.
Keith, thank you, buddy. You did a super job.
Thank you.
Larry, hey, buddy, come over here.
Okay.
I got to repeat the story what you told me when I talked to you the day that we traded for you, and you said, Keith, we got Ryan Sandberg. I don't believe that. Philadelphia's got to be crazy.
Yeah, I said that. I couldn't believe they got rid of him. I watched him play. He got called up a couple times when I was on the big league team in September, and I just couldn't believe they could trade a kid that young. And when they traded him, I knew Dallas got a steal.
Vince, you had to feel awfully good tonight, Larry, when you heard the cheers and the chant, Larry, Larry,
I did.
Larry.
I did. Even though I had a bad offensive year, I think I responded in the month of September, and hopefully I can continue and help us in the playoffs and hopefully a World Series. But I'm just happy for everybody in Chicago. They supported us. It's been maybe a tough year for me personally, but this erases everything because this is what it's all about. Winning is the most important thing, and when you can win your division, a tough division like the East, that's great.
Vince.
Yeah, guys.
There's Milo up here with Lou.
Yeah.
Will you tell that little captain what a scrapper he is and how proud we are of him?
I sure will.
Yes, sir.
And Lou wanted me to be sure to tell you how proud we are of you and what a scrapper you are. You said you didn't have a good season. You're a liar.
Well,
I tell you, you're a liar.
I waited until September to turn it on. Well, I thought I did all right in the field. I could have done better offensively, but now I'm getting base hits, and hopefully I can help us in October. But
now wait, Vince.
I'm happy as hell. I know my wife's happy. I want to say hi to her. I don't know if she's listening or not, but she's happy.
I hope so.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Lou.
Well, he may think he had a bad year feeling, but I watched his play, and in the month of September, he led this ball club with his hustle, going down that first base line and swinging the bat much better than in the first 3 months of the season.
Hall of Famer just said you led this ball club in September with your hustle, going down the line, everything that you did.
Well, I appreciate that, especially from Lou, because he's a super player. He was a super player, and he deserves to be where he is. And I'm happy for everybody in Chicago.
Thank you, Larry. Congratulations. Jody, I'll tell you one thing, fans. This guy is not blasé about it. You've got champagne all over you.
Hey, it's been a long time since the middle of February we started this thing, and all the work, all year long. Tonight's the night we wanted, and let's have some fun with it.
I'm going to tell you, Jody, Personally, I was not really excited until I came down here in the 8th inning, and I could listen to Milo and Lou up there with the ball game, and every pitch got me upbeat more and more and more. And this is just outstanding. I want to congratulate you on a great season, buddy.
Hey, we had a lot of fun. It's really great. All the people from Chicago that came out here to help us celebrate, and it's going to be a great night.
Think they're celebrating in Gainesville?
Oh, I know they are.
Jody, take a little rest tomorrow, buddy. You really deserved it.
Yeah, I'll take a day off, I believe.
Now let's go get the Padres.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Guys, I'm going to give it back here for a little while, and we'll come back and get some more interviews.
All right. And we'll come back with the highlights in a moment, right after this message.
Hello, Rusty, good old Rusty. Hello, Rusty Jones. He stayed with me. And me. And me. What more can we say? He's been there winter, summer too. He's been there night and day. He keeps our new cars looking great. Treats each one like his own. That's why we sing his praises and ride with Rusty Jones. Hello, Rusty, good old Rusty. Hello, Rusty Jones.
Hi, I'm Rusty Jones, and as long as folks keep buying new cars, I'll keep protecting them with my Car Saver system. I'll work day and night, winter and summer, not even a coffee break to keep those cars looking great. And great-looking cars are worth more. That's how things are here in the promised land of Rusty Jones cars.
That's why we sing his praises and ride with Rusty, good old Rusty. Ride with Rusty Jones. Ride with Rusty Jones.
You'll get the best new car value from a dealer who offers the Rusty Jones Car Saver System. Well, to those New York Mets who took the Cubs into the final week of the season, they are leading in the 8th inning. We'll probably have a final before we leave the scoreboard. Vince, I know you're ready with more. Take it away in the Cub victorious clubhouse.
Got a guy here who yesterday just did such an outstanding job. He stopped the losing streak. He was an absolutely superb pitcher. He did the job at the plate. I'm talking about Steve Prout. How does it feel, Steve?
Oh, you can't explain it. You can't explain it. It's great. It's fun. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about.
I told you before the ball game tonight, I only wished yesterday at St. Louis, watching you pitch at about the 7th inning, it came to me how I wish your dad was alive to see you.
Well, I think he feels it. I think he's there. He's with us. No question about it. And I got a wonderful family that's having a good time right now, and they're celebrating, and they're going to keep going for a while. This is a great team we got.
Great camaraderie on this ball club, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Oh, look, yeah, it is. That's why we're there. That's what keeps you in the whole thing for 162 for 7 months. Is that nothing else? It's teammates working for each other.
Did you have any inkling at all when this season started that this might be the way it would end?
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to win it. Definitely.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. How about you?
Hey, I just got made the champagne. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Okay, sure, that was good.
Hey, Tony, our trainer, Tony Garofalo, you were going to beat him to it, huh?
I was going to try, but he beat me.
You know that stuff stings when it gets in the eyes?
I know.
Give me a bottle, I'll let you have some.
Here, have my towel.
Thank you. All right, Milo, go back upstairs to you, and then we'll come back in a few minutes.
All right, Vinny, nice going. We'll be back to you shortly. Want to tell you how it happened. With Sutcliffe on the mound against a good left-hander, Larry McWilliams, and in the first inning after Neer bounced to short, Sandberg got a double into the left field corner, and that brought to bat Mr. Clutch, Gary Matthews. Well, line drive hit, left center. Run will score. Rhino's coming home. Matthews took a big turn at first, then comes back. RBI single for the Sarge, and the Cubs get on the board in their quest to wrap up a division title and do it with a win here tonight. Didn't know it then, but that was going to be the Sarge's 19th winning hit of the year. He leads the league. Then in the second inning, Big Rick Sutcliffe, who pitched a magnificent game, with Boa getting on base, Sutcliffe stepped to the plate in the second inning. Swinging and a smash on the ground. Off the glove of Ray into center. Here comes Boa. Cubs lead 2-0. Now you go to the third inning looking for more insurance. Sandberg got a double. Matthews got a walk. Then Moreland stepped in and pulled a surprise party. Here's the pitch. He bunts it up the third base side. Morrison throws and does not get. Threw the ball away. Sandberg will score. The other runners will move to second and third. All right, get that fourth run on the board. In the fifth inning, Matthews walked. Moreland got his second hit. Say got a hit. And Jody Davis batting with a teammate on every base.
Ground ball looks like a double play. Out at second. Out at first with a run scored. 4-1.
And that's the way the Cubs put 4 runs on the board to go to the title in the National League East. The only run that the Pirates were able to get was in the fourth inning when Arcelek got a triple into the right field corner, scored on a Johnny Ray bounce out. They only had 2 hits. The other was also by Arcelek, a drag bunt single in the sixth inning, and Sutcliffe says that's enough of that, and he picked him off. So Sutcliffe, what a game he pitched. He retired the first 9, then he retired the next 8, and then picked off Arcelek, and then he retired the next 3, 6, 9 in a row. And if that isn't a masterpiece under pressure to win a title, I don't know what more it would take.
The masterpiece is absolutely right, Milo. He was superb today, and he had to be, as he had to be all year for the Cubs, because he was put on the spot on several occasions when the Cubs were in a losing streak, and it was a big ball game for the Cubs to have to continue on and lead the New York Mets. And I want to congratulate and compliment the Mets. They worked very hard. They did not fold as some people thought they would. They won tonight, but it didn't mean a thing. But they kept their heads above water, and let me tell you, congratulations to them. Hopefully they'll finish second.
And with all the ability on that youthful team, they put something in the bank for the future because they went through a pennant race with a lot of kids.
Yes, and they learned a lot this year with that young pitching staff. So I think if the Cubs is going to repeat, looking way ahead in 1885, they're going to have to beat the Mets out again.
Well, first things first, we got to cool it down a little bit, get things ready, tune this club up again for the playoffs, and let's find out about some more reactions. Vince, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Go right ahead, Vince.
I want Bob Iback for just a moment, the Cubs Public Relations Director. You've got a special message for a very special person, Bob.
Yeah, my father's, I'm probably sure, listening down in Miami. Hey, Dad, it's great. I love it.
John Vukovich, you've been through this before, haven't you?
Yes, I have, but it gets better every time.
Vince?
Yeah, Lou.
Tell the good kid now he can smile.
You can smile now, John. Lou says. He's not only smiling, Lou. He is really living it up, and I think it's great.
He's a real good kid.
Thing, you know, we last 2 years that I was here, 5th place finishes. We went to spring training this year optimistically, like everybody does. And we lost 11 in a row in spring training. Legitimately the worst team in Arizona. And all of a sudden the big man made some trades, and here we are winning a division.
And it's just super, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, God bless you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, buddy. John Vukovich, one of the fine coaches for the ball club. You cannot believe the bedlam is in here. This is a big dressing room, as you guys know, and it is just wall to wall. It's hard even to see some of the players. There are so many reporters, so many technicians, cameramen. Everybody is down here.
Vince, can you find Yosh?
I had Yosh here a few minutes ago, and the little guy has just appeared. I told him I wanted him on.
Yeah, that would be great.
And he's too doggone short.
Yeah,
he's hard to find. But I really did want him.
Find out if he can swim in Champagne.
I got to take 1 minute here, Rick. You come here just a second, buddy. I just want him to say hello, that's all. Rick Sutcliffe.
Hello.
Hello.
And congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, give him our best, Vince.
Any idea how to describe it? I know tomorrow I'm not going to be able to think too clear, so it'll probably be a day or two before it all soaks in.
You won't have to think too clearly tomorrow. You thought tonight, and you did an absolutely superb job.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Rick, I got Brian Sandberg for just a moment. Congratulations. Did you hear the MVP chants tonight?
Well, we'll have to see. You know, again, it was a team effort out there. Everyone did a great job, and you know, that's what it's all about, is winning. And this is right where we wanted to be right now.
Brian, congratulations on an outstanding year. I think we're looking here at you two guys, the MVP and the Cy Young Award winner. Congratulations, guys.
Give me a mic.
They're waiting for a television interview, and I wish I could. Ned Coletti, come over here. You were a member of the Bleacher Bums in 1969, and now in the Cubs front office. How does it feel?
It feels beautiful, Lou. This is unbelievable. We're here. It's unbelievable. I can't say.
You see that little guy back in the corner there? Yosh. Yosh, come over here. I got to have you. Tell him I want him to say hello. That's all. He missed the last one in 45. Yosh Cavano. Yosh is a very bashful, shy veteran of this clubhouse, and every clubhouse that Cubs have been in. And he is too doggone shy to come on. All right. He has our love anyway. He knows that. Billy Connors, come over here a minute, buddy. Congratulations.
Thanks, Vinny. It's a real pleasure.
Listen, you had to be awful proud the last couple days especially.
Well, when you see a Trout pitch a game, a big game like that, you work so hard at so many things and see Rainbow come through with an outstanding game to turn us around, that's what it's all about. That makes the whole thing.
He was a very special project of yours, wasn't he?
He was, but, he did it himself, and he's just an outstanding young man.
Well, let me tell you, I don't know what awards they give for pitching coaches, but whatever the highest one is, Billy Connors should get it.
Well, I appreciate that, but it's a team effort, and we're all pulling for one thing, to win for Chicago. That's the name of the game.
It's a wonderful night.
Beautiful night.
And you've made a great contribution to it, Billy.
Thank you, Vinny. Thank you very much, Vinny.
All right, guys. We'll be back down here in a little while, huh?
All right, we'll come back here just for a couple of words from the good kid who's been through it and can reflect on it here for a moment and what it really means to this team and this organization. And then Vinny will come back down to you for one or two final ones, and then we'll bid adieu for the night. Good kid, what does it mean to that gang down in that clubhouse? The obvious, of course, is they won a division title, but it's more than that.
Yes, it is, Milo. Right now, 100-pound weight is lifted from each of their shoulders, because when you get down to where they are and getting close to the end of the season, we had that cushion to work on, but it seemed like it was disappearing. And they really worked hard. They deserve this celebration. They deserve the championship. They put everything together, and it was the veterans that really came through for them. Matthews was superb, Boa was superb, and Sutcliffe was superb. Going along with youth, when you mentioned Sandberg, Say did his job. As they kept saying, it was a team effort. There was no doubt about it. But right now, they are enjoying something that a lot of ball players, great ball players, have never enjoyed in their career. And they're very happy about it. I hope it can continue in many, many years to a lot of them. They deserve it. They've worked hard from spring training on. A lot of folks perhaps don't understand what it means to key yourself up day in and day out, and a lot of times have a bad performance with several good performances. But it has to work on you physically, and it works on you mentally. This is where they're going to relax. In the next 2 days, 3 days, they will completely relax, and then they'll start thinking about the playoffs and work themselves back into shape. They have that much time left to do it.
All right, and it all started with the big trade at the end of spring training, then the Eckersley deal, the Sutcliffe and Frazier. Jim Fry put his impression on this club in spring training. He would not let this club believe they were as bad as they were playing in Arizona, and I think that was really the start of it all, and this club is a reflection of Jim Fry.
Absolutely. They wouldn't let them believe that they were as good as they were in the last 2 or 3 days. You know that. As we talked with him, he just kept pleading, play the game one at a time. You have to win this thing. And it was due to him and his maneuvering and handling of 25 ball players that enabled the Cubs to have the cushion that we needed to go on to win this championship by his substituting and using the bench properly.
All right, Vinny, that's the analysis up here.
All right.
You take it for a guest or two, and then we'll bid the folks adieu.
There is one guest that I have been wanting especially to get, and he has naturally been absolutely crammed into a corner with reporters. This is the guy that we've all talked so much about, Gary Matthews, the Sarge.
How are you? It's fine. It's been a long time, 39 years to be exact, and as far as I'm concerned, it's for the people in the left field bleachers, and I love them. I really do.
Well, congratulate them for us, Vince.
Oh, that doggone rebel from Georgia again, spraying us with champagne. Gary, you remember something I told you? I think it was in July, the middle part of July.
After the All-Star break.
Yeah. A reporter had said on our air that one Gary Matthews would go south in August and September.
Well, I feel that there's not a lot of people that can look into my heart and see how I can play and see how I care about not only my teammates, but more so winning. And I feel good about winning in Chicago, and I'm just glad that all the critics and all the media and all the people that said that we weren't going to win and that we couldn't win because of day games, well, they're going to have to write something different a little bit now because we've done it, and it's been one heck of an effort by 25 guys. It hadn't been easy, but as long as I'm wearing my Sarge shirt, we always have a chance, and I'm not through. We'll be through, hopefully in Detroit or wherever we are. And I just want to make this one, and I hope we go all the way.
And I know one guy who's in Chicago tonight who's especially proud of you. He has followed your career closely. You're nodding your head. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. He's, I've talked to him a couple times. I'll talk to him when I get back, so I hope he's listening. He straightened me out on a couple of occasions as far as going up there and hitting. And I think the main thing about my own self, and I'm not bragging on myself, is that I listen to people that have done it before and do know how to hit. And I think the more knowledge you can get about hitting, the better you are. And I'd like to thank you, Lou, for being and being there as far as when I call you, or even when I'm not even, or you in the stands, being there to be able to say, hey, you're doing this wrong or you're doing that wrong. And he said I had a bad half. The first half, he really did. And I said, well, yeah, you're right. And then he said, well, I think you can do that much better things. And I am doing, and I appreciate him. I really do.
Let me tell you, you were so motivated and so great in the second half of the season especially, and I'm not putting it down in the first half because you gave everything you had.
Well, I tell you...
I'm not laughing at what I said. Ron Say is pouring champagne over it. Over here, Penguin.
Ron Say and Sarge Matthews going at it live here.
Can I talk to him too, Tim?
Well, this is the wrong station, Vince.
No.
Give me a break.
Don't say you're wrong. I never... Have a little champagne.
Yeah, I wore
I just got to congratulate the man
windshield wipers.
on his outstanding year.
What are you guys doing to me anyway? Hey, you are live, Sarge. Back of your head is live.
You've been through it before, but it never gets old, does it?
Never gets old. Once that you have the taste of winning, it never leaves you. There's nothing left. Second place is never good enough. That's all you want to do is win.
Congratulations to you, Ron. An outstanding year.
Thank you, Vince.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Ron Say. All right, guys.
All right, Vince. Thanks. Just a hell of a job.
Thank you.
And I'll say it was a good job, too. Good kid, couldn't wait for it. Thank you, Vinny.
Thank you.
And that'll do our wrap-up. I think we celebrated with them, and now they'll do a little celebrating on their own. We've got the rest of the season to play, but the Cubs and the Cub fans can revel in this for a long time. But don't let it go by without getting ready for the playoffs, and the ball club will start doing that in a couple of days. So for all of our gang, for Mel Check, our engineer, who put on the extra effort here tonight to make things available down in the clubhouse as only he could do it, and to Vince Lloyd for being in the clubhouse, to my pal on the broadcast the last 2 years, I couldn't have done it without him. He has been a stabilizing force behind all of these games, and I know he enjoyed it tonight just as much as I did. I've been through it 3 times with the Braves in '69, the Pirates in '79, now the Cubs in '84, and it is really enjoyable. And Ron Say said it a moment ago, finishing second isn't enough. Winning is the only thing.
No doubt about it, Milo. And we both, I think, enjoyed the year as they go by and hope that we'll be around for a few more.
All right, that's our scoreboard for tonight. The scoreboard has been brought to you by your Chicagoland CarX Muffler Shop. Shh, don't worry. Call the CarX man. This season, the scoreboard is also brought to you by Rusty Jones Car Saver System. I'm Milo Hamilton. I'll be with you a little later on the 11 o'clock news with Brian Davis. This has been a presentation of WGN Sports. This is WGN Radio Chicago, Chicago's #1 sports station.